We're going out this evening. It's Wednesday and we've been in Caleta all day and been to the garden centre, and tomorrow I will show you what I bought. But we're actually going to go for a rare night out. We're going to go to the Peroloco, which is a little bar just down the road from us, and then we're going to go to the Indian restaurant that we like, which is called Bollywood Spices, which is in the Monte Castillo Centre. It's been shut for a while. They were giving it like a refurb, but the food, we like the food in there. We like the service and the atmosphere. There's no tellies with football on or anything like that, because I'm not into that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So we're going to go and have a drink in the Peroloco and then head off and get some food. We started off having a drink in the Peroloco and a nice chat with Sophie, who is the landlady. We like it in there. It's our nearest bar. There's a mixture of English and Spanish people that go into there. She keeps her beer really well, which we like. Yeah, and it's just a nice place. We always sit at the bar, although there is a really nice outside terrace where there's nice views of the sea, because obviously we're up the hill, and if you stay out late enough you can watch the sun go down behind the mountains, and that you can get some quite nice skies out there. After that we headed off for our food, and we got poppadom and some like chutneys, and then we got one chicken dish which was quite spicy, very yum, a big naan bread to share and a rice to share, and it was delicious. Really enjoyed it. It's Thursday the 4th of July today, and we're going to go in a minute. We're going to drive down to the Atlantico, then we're going to walk all round, and we're meeting a friend at the chocolate shop. So hopefully we're going to have some nice cake and coffee and a nice chat. Then we're going to walk back again, and we've got a bit of shopping to do in Eurospar. Just need a couple of bits. And then this afternoon I want to sort out various plants. I bought some plants yesterday, so I'll show you them. And yeah, I just want to faff a bit. I've got my breakfast here. I've got a pita bread. Let me show you. I've got a pita bread with some cream cheese and tomato on it, and a peach. I've been having a yoghurt bowl, but for some reason I just fancied that this morning. So yes, I've already had a coffee, I've done my exercises. I just need to eat this and go and get dressed, and then we can head off for our walk. It's cloudy, which seems to be the usual way of things at the moment, as I keep saying. Cloudy in the mornings, but I can already see the blue coming actually, so I think it's going to be a nice day. Parked up at the Atlantico, and we're just walking around to the chocolate shop now, and the sun's coming out. Yay. Unfortunately the beach cafe is still closed. I know some of you like it, but there are other places that you can sit and have a drink if you want to by the beach. I think this beach gets a lot of stick because there are some amazing natural beaches in Fuerteventura, and obviously this beach here in Caleta is man-made, but it is very, very accessible for a lot of people. It's spotlessly clean, it's very safe. There's lots of kind of wooden walkways that you can get down to. There's disabled facilities, there's toilets. Like I said, it's ideal for people either with mobility problems or with small children. And also we do have the really lovely beaches around by the Atlantico. We're back from meeting up with Alison and Gary at the chocolate shop, and we had such a nice time. It was so lovely to meet them again through YouTube, and I'm so grateful. We had a lovely time. I had cake, I had some lemon drizzle, and Martin had coffee and walnut, so I'm not particularly hungry. It's 2 o'clock. And I've just got a little bit of lunch. I've got another pita bread and some hummus and another peach. So it's a bit similar to my breakfast, to be honest. I am going to go swimming this afternoon. But yeah, we've had a lovely time, and yeah, really happy to be meeting so many lovely people through doing this YouTube channel. So I'm going to eat my lunch, and then I'm going to do a little bit of gardening, and yeah, then go for a swim. But I promise I will show you the plants in a minute. I've just come inside because it's actually quite warm out there, and I just need a little bit of shade, and also I was just doing a bit of editing. So when I go to the garden centre, I tend to only buy plants that are the maximum that I would spend on one plant would probably be €3, maybe €4. Yesterday, the maximum, the most expensive plant was £2.50. And the reason is because a lot of these kind of plants are new to me, and also this environment is new. So I don't know, you know, how they're going to get on. I've already killed the sunflower that I bought, but again, it wasn't expensive. I think I put it in the sun too quickly, and it was too powerful. And the other thing that I've learned here as well, a lot of the in the garden centre, the plants are grown under cover, so they're not used to the blaring sun. You have to kind of gradually get them used to it, and then they're fine, because a lot of them, things like succulents and cacti, do like the sun, and obviously naturally they would grow in like the desert or whatever. The other thing that I've learned is that they don't like to be repotted. I like repotting them, but actually they seem much happier just staying in whatever I get them in. Again, this might be different where you are, but this is what my experience here. But yeah, I don't want to spend a lot of money on one particular plant and then it doesn't thrive, or even worse, it completely dies. So yesterday I spent €16 in total, and I got quite a good haul of plants actually. But again, I'm not going to repot them or anything like that yet. I'm just going to, what I want to do today is just move a few things around and kind of get them used to their new bit where they're going to be. And also, one thing that is growing really well is my spider plant, and I've got another load of babies that I'd like to, what I do is I cut them off and put them in water, and then they grow little roots, and then I put them into smaller pots. But they're getting on really well. I'll show you some of them in a minute. And again, I've got the babies dotted around in different places. I've got some indoors in different like areas of the house to see whether they like it. I've got some outdoors. Some of them are getting quite a lot of sun and they're not loving it, I have to say. Others are more shady and they're really loving it. Annoyingly, the one that's doing the best is on Martin's table. So he's like, oh yeah, well, you know, that one's the best one. He said, because I give it beer every day, which he doesn't. But it obviously likes the conditions, you know, the amount of light and what have you that it's getting there. None of them have died yet. So even the ones that are getting a bit more sun are okay. And they do seem to like a lot of water. So again, here it's hit and miss, because depending on the size of the cacti or the succulent or the plant, you know, depends how often you need to water it, and it depends how hot it is as well. You know, a friend of mine who's a very good gardener, she's always saying they're only drought resistant. They're not, you know, they do need some water. And again, what I've learned is it's all to do with how well the soil drains. You know, they like a really, really well draining soil. So yeah, so I'm learning, I'm getting there, and I'm loving it. So let me take you and show you the plants. Okay, so that's the spider baby that's on Martin's table, and it is, you know, it's getting actually quite big now and it's looking very happy. And then here's the one that was on my table, which is not as big, although it is still quite happy, so that's good. This is one of the plants that I bought yesterday, and according to the label on it, it's called a syngonigum, something like that. It's an indoor plant and I just love it. It was €1.95 and I'm gonna, like I say, not gonna repot it. I'm just gonna leave it there for now next to the baby spider. And I think this one's a jade plant. These are all really happy, these indoor ones, little cacti as well. So yeah, I really like that one. It's very cute. Okay, I hope you're going to be able to see these all right. But this is the first one I got. So just another little rosemary plant. The one that I got that was this size is now quite large. And I'm probably going to plant it in the ground or certainly in a bigger pot. So I thought I'd get another one. That cost €1.21, but obviously it does well here. Smells divine, and it does like a lot of water, but it seems to cope okay, yeah, in the sun. I mean, when you think about it, this grows in, you know, wild, doesn't it, in Greece and places like that, so it can cope, but it does like water as well. So yeah, I got another one of those. I also got another one of these ones with the purple at the back. These seem to grow everywhere here, although the one I've already got is a little bit fussy. And this one was €1.50. So I just love the colours on these, and yeah, this one looks quite happy, so let's hope it stays this way. Again, when I got the other one of these, I repotted it into a much bigger pot straight away, and I don't think it liked it. This one's got a couple of little babies. Excuse me. We were watching a David Attenborough programme the other day, and this is probably really obvious, but when these plants, they have the babies underneath, it gives them a bit of shade. So again, when they're small, they do need some shade from the real blaring sun. I thought it was interesting. I had never really thought about it before. Like I say, it's probably obvious and you probably know that already. But yeah, so that one was good for €1.50. And then I got this beauty, which the sticker on it says it's a Caleta repens, and it was €1.90. It's just lush, and again it's got this sort of purple, I don't know why I'm looking over the top of my glasses, it's got like the purple on the back of the leaves. But I mean, this one I really would quite like to macrame and hang up somewhere, but I think it's going to take a little bit of, you know, getting used to the sun, but it seems quite quite robust. And again, it's not too small, but I thought that was a bargain for €1.90. Love it. Then I got two of these. How cool are these? They are called, on their stickers, Crassula perforta, and they were €1.50 each. So they're, you know, they're succulents. I am going to try and look up all the names and see if I can actually learn how to look after them properly. Although I'm on loads of like Facebook groups, and you know, someone will put a picture of one of their succulents on saying, help, what am I doing wrong? And someone will reply, it needs more sun and less water, and someone else will reply, it needs less sun and more water. So the most sensible people say, get to know your plants, get to know your area, and then, you know, do what you need to do, because yeah, it seems to, it depends where you live, it depends on the climate, depends on the size of the plant, etc, etc. But I love these, so I really hope that I don't kill them. Then I got this one. Now this one is going to hopefully go, what's it called? Verdal AGA, don't know what that means. It was €2.50, and it's just really cool. Look at all the different bits and bobs. Anyway, this one is going to go in my new planters that Martin made for me out of pallets. And I've also got, look at the flower. I've also Now there's a plane coming, not just cars. Yeah, I've also got this one, which is more of a sort of pinky colour, but I think it's like a similar plant. It's just a different colour, and I'm hoping I didn't get this one this time. I already had this one, and I've seen these around, like when I've been down the town, and they're just in the blaring sun in pots, and they sort of spread. So I'm going to put one in each planter and then surround it by other things. So yeah, but I just think they're really cool. They're just really unusual. Okay, last two to show you. First of all, this one, which was €1.50, and it's called a Plectranthus ambionic, or that's what it says on the label. It's got a few little babies down there. The leaves are sort of furry, so I hope it's not going to be too fussy. We'll see. And then this one, which was €2.40. Again, a few babies, and on this label is Aeonium arboreum web, and then it kind of stops. So yeah, I really like that one. So that's my little plant haul for you. And you can see here I've got lots more spider babies coming that I can cut off and start in the water. And then these are some that I actually, not that long ago, they love it on here. So they get the morning sun, they get plenty of light, and I do give her lots of water, and she's loving it. So the last thing to show you now in the garden is a new bench that Martin has made me out of, guess what, pallets. Because I was doing a lot of my gardening on the table where we eat, and obviously, you know, I did put towels and stuff down, but obviously it's not great to do that. So he's made me a special area, and we've moved one of the boxes down, and you know, I've just got a few plastic pots in it, and I can sit and do my gardening, and it folds away when I'm not using it. So I will show it to you now. So yeah, this is my pallet table, and it's obviously sticking out at the moment because I'm going to sit there and do a bit of pottering with some of my plants. But then when I don't need it, it's got these, I don't know if I can do it one-handed, but basically you just push them up and it folds down flat out the way, so it keeps it all really neat. So I'm really pleased with that. That's it for today's vlog. There won't be a vlog tomorrow because it's Friday and I'm going to have a day off. So I'll catch you all again at the weekend. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.